Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today we got a surprise packaging today. Something that I've been waiting for a long time, and it is the uh, Tyrant from Resident Evil 12-inch figure statue from Numbskull. Here they are. Now, this has been kind of a long time coming, and just before everybody gets confused, this is a different box. The box is right here. It goes up, so it's not a huge box. This thing I pre-ordered from GameStop back in February when it was announced, and over the last couple months, I've seen people posting how they've gotten theirs. And then there was an advertisement for a company on Facebook that has them. And I messaged them and said, hey, do you guys actually have this in stock? And they said, yep. And I ordered it, paid for it, and it was here within a week and a half. Whereas my GameStop order, which I have now canceled, still says in progress. It's amazing to me how they have yet to receive a shipment, and this thing has been out since, I think, August. Or July. I actually think the original date was June, but I could be wrong. But anywho, so yeah, here we go. Pretty standard packaging. Nothing too crazy. So I've already opened it already, but just kind of shows you the back. This is Tyrant T-002. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. He's getting snagged on something, but. Alright, so without further ado, let's take a look at the statue. And here he is, folks. Tyrant T-002 in all of his glory. So, the statue is not bad. There's a lot of cool things on this. It's a pretty nice looking statue. Pretty cool base. All in all, it's not bad. It's a very good addition to anybody's Resident Evil collection. This would fit perfectly in a DTOF. It's not large enough to make it like a pure display piece, but it's not bad. And I think this thing was retailing for $90 to $100. So, not bad. But there are a couple things that I do wish that they had changed. So, first and foremost, these leg seams here, and they do it on both sides, and to me it looks more like an action figure than an actual statue, whereas most statues, especially resin statues, are usually one piece or have pieces that kind of magnetically connect. It just kind of looks, it's kind of an eyesore, I mean, I get it. That's kind of where, like, your thigh and your hip bones all connect, but I feel like they could have probably made it a little bit more seamless. Another thing that I think that they messed out on was the opportunity to put LED lighting on the bottom here. I think if they had put some lights around the base and kind of gave it this glow, I think it would have made the statue 10 times better. Now, I might be able to do something if I feel like if I really want to go that effort and put some small LED lights in. I probably won't, but it's not a bad idea. The broken glass effect looks pretty cool and stuff like that. My other complaint about this too is that the statue, it's light. I mean, there's no give to it, nothing like that. And the base is pretty basic. No number for it. No, special edition. But like I said, it does look cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's the paint looks cool, and honestly, if you saw a thing coming at you like that, you'd probably piss your pants. So yeah, this is it, folks. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it probably like a 7. I got it because I don't have a Tyrant figure in my Resident Evil collection. Those of you who follow my page know that I have a couple statues. You can see in the background there, I have the Claire one, which is actually right over there. She's actually probably going to get packed up pretty soon, so I can ship her back home. And then, of course, I have the liquor scale back home as well. And then I have Numbskull actually came out with another liquor figure that I had posted. Actually, I don't think I did a video on that one. But yeah, so not bad. If you can get your hands on this one, go for it. depending on if you're a big fan of the series, it's $100, so it's going to be up to you if you determine if it's worth it. If I had seen this in person before I bought it, I would probably say it's more like a $75 statue. This is something that I would think you would see at GameStop, in their display case with like their Dragon Ball powers and figures and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't think it's bad. I'm happy I have it because I know it's tough to find, but it's definitely not on the high end of my collection scale. You can take a look at the back. With his back, his butt. So like I said, the detail work is cool with, the veins, and like the mutated look. Here's his claw. So, I mean, it's definitely not a bad looking statue, and like I said, it doesn't take up a lot of space, But of course, for people who grew up with Resident Evil, the Tyrant was your very first Resident Evil boss that you went against, and back in the day in '96, people complained about the tank controls, and he was kind of a pain in the ass to beat on the helipad, and I know in my experience it was the first boss fight you had with a time limit, and then you had to get the rocket launcher and you finally blew him up, and that became a staple in a lot of Resident Evil games where you fight the end boss and you get a rocket launcher to beat them. But the Tyrant has gone on to have different types of forms throughout the universe of Resident Evil. In Resident Evil 0, we had the T-001, which was the Tyrant prototype. Of course, obviously, Resident Evil 2 gave us the Mr. X version of the Tyrant. And then, obviously, the most classic one is the Nemesis, which was actually a Tyrant that was infused with a parasite. So, and then of course, Code Veronica also had a version of the Tyrant as well, and there's been kind of nods to it throughout the games, throughout the future games as well. So, not bad, base is pretty plain, but like I said, it's something you can put on your desktop. You can even share it with other space. I think Numbskull does have a Nemesis on order, which I'm still on the fence about ordering because I put the Prime 1 Studio Jill and Nemesis combo on order. Those, unfortunately, though, are a long way of coming. They're not due out until the end of next year. So, but that would probably be my defining Nemesis. And of course, if some other studio makes a Tyrant that's really badass and blows this one out of the water, then, I may try to sell it, but we'll see for now. So that you can see the size comparison is not too shabby. It is what it is. So as always, guys, I appreciate the support. I might do a preview video later on this evening in regards to the Alien Queen and the Alien Rogue King Alien that I had talked about in my last video. I'm really digging that design. Don't know if I'm going to put a deposit down on it, but be cool to kind of see what your thoughts are. So, as always, guys, thank you for subscribing. Please share this with all your Resident Evil friends. Help me build up my my foundation, and we'll talk to you guys later.